Hello and welcome to the WNBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Connecticut Sun as they go up against the Indiana Fever. Courtside with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we've got a fun one. Tonight, two great backcourts facing off. Brian, what's the mindset when you get caught up in a showdown with another guard?
The key is to not take it personal because this isn't a game of one-on-one. Basketball is a team game, so don't get caught up in looking at the scoreboard and trying to outscore your opponent.
The only numbers on the scoreboard that matter is the game score, not your personal number of points. But everyone on the court, remember this, they're the best of the best. They want the big-time matchup, so it should bring the level up of your game.
And there's the whistle. That goes on January. That's her first foul. Pass to Mitchell. Now Dupree, covered by January. Mitchell with it. She's against Bonner. And Alyssa Thomas with the block.
With the range and mobility to send shots away, Thomas doesn't want anything to come easy for opponents.
No mistake on that one. Good work all around.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Mitchell. From the arc. Here's McCowan. Banked in off the glass.
Took some time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now. Let's see.
Bonner inside. She's covered by Mitchell. Down low. From 12 feet out. Thomas, no good.
Very tough when you have that good of a look. Defense caught a break.
Her second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
Textbook. Nice pass. Nice catch. Nice shot.
3 on January from long range. That shot's good on the assist by Jasmine Thomas.
The perfect modern-day point guard. January can drive and dish, but she also has range that demands respect.
Now here's Mitchell. Launches it. A shot by Mitchell, no good.
Look, if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against her every time she takes the ball into three-point land.
Well, you're right again, Brian. Anything less than lockdown defense on her, it's going to result in 3 points. You can count on that.
Clock at 4. And here's Jasmine Thomas for 3. Rebound by the Fever.
Well, one thing Tierra McCowan has seemingly always had is her height. She said she didn't always feel like she fit in growing up, but that's okay, Tierra, because you were born to stand out. The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Outside Wheeler. Pass to McCowan. Out of bounds, it'll be Sun ball. Well, we sure know about McCowan's elite size, Tim, but how exactly does that translate to the hardwood?
Well, it's part of what helps her be a dominant rebounder as she battles other bigs down low. And don't forget about her shot blocking ability. She's always lurking around to make sure she can make a sound defensive play.
The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim.
Great communication between teammates there.
Yeah, and now the Fever are firmly in the Candace Dupree era. And, you know, she's a player that's very shifty with the ball in her hands. She knows how to finish and just has a great heads-up awareness to her game.
And the Fever made the trade back for Dupree in 2017.
And that was a big moment for the Fever as they went out and made the move for Dupree. She's the leader of the team and helping usher in the youth. She's had success throughout her career and will be shepherding the team during this rebuild.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Yeah, I think the coach is trying to take the wind out of their sails here. They're on the wrong end of a run and need to sort things out offensively and defensively.
Yeah, things were starting to spiral out of control on them a little bit, and a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Yeah, exactly, Brian.
Now here's Wheeler. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Misses from short range. The Sun leading. Here's Mosqueda Lewis. Sinks the triple.
And I'm sensing this game really starting to swing their way.
Yeah, they're taking charge, no doubt about it. And that lead's going to get more and more comfortable as they do.
I agree, Brian. Let's see how this one plays out.
And Erica Wheeler gets double teamed. Pass to McCowan. To the inside. Here's Achanwa. And again, unable to change momentum here. Out to the right wing. Rion January from long range. And another three for Connecticut.
Starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, they're on a big run. I'd say this is the beginning of the end.
I'd say you're right.
Now here's Wheeler. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And this Connecticut Sun team, very strong on the boards. Every player contributes to the effort, usually can gain an advantage with their rebounding.
And for the Sun, terrific rebounders as a group.
Yeah, Blake, they just do the little things that add up in closing out possessions. It's not just the size, but the effort the team shows. And they've been one of the better rebounding teams for years now.
Needed a good, quick release on that three-pointer because she knew she was giving up a lot of height in that matchup.
You nailed it, Tim. That quick release was the key. Any hesitation, and that shot's blocked. They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening frame.
If they match that effort at the defensive end, look out.
Now here's Wheeler. 5 points in the game. Mitchell. Off target from outside.
Well, you have to like their work in the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. Kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
January with it. She's covered by Mitchell. Inside. Plays on. And a missed layup.
Yeah, just like me. I can't believe that layup didn't fall. I don't think she can either.
Back to Mitchell. Shoots over January. It's good from the top of the key.
She can shoot off the dribble a lot, but Mitchell is also adept at shooting off the delivery. A crisp pass helps her square up.
And that does it for the first quarter. Sun ahead, up 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And now the second quarter just getting set to begin. And guys, what's your take on the Sun so far?
Lots of running to start the game here.
It's a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition.
Mavungo with the rebound. Indiana trailing. Here's Mitchell. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You'll see her hit from very deep, but she isn't a one-trick pony. Mitchell has the skills plus toughness to score inside, too.
Here's Jones. The shot comes out, and Indiana will go the other way with it. Mitchell covered by January. Pass to Mitchell. And there's the whistle. That goes on January. That's foul number 2 for her.
That's foul number 2 on her. It might not warrant sitting her just yet, but another one before halftime, it definitely would warrant that.
Victoria Vivians for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, she's a modern point guard. Mitchell has range, a great shot, handles, and of course, the ability to drop dimes. Well, guys, we all know going from college to the WNBA just isn't an easy transition. Just ask Chelsea Mitchell. The speed of the game threw her off a bit at first, but she learned to be patient and trust the process.
Back to Mitchell. From downtown. Outside Vivians. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Alyssa Thomas.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Yeah, and despite the difficult adjustment to the pro game, Mitchell's potential remains through the roof.
I wish I could say the same about your potential, Blake, but Mitchell is someone that's shown great flashes as a scorer and distributor, and her learning curve has allowed her to formulate a game plan and play in attack mode. I see her as a difference maker that'll be around for a while.
Timeout called the Fever.
They got to be concerned with all the missed shots. Every team is going to go through cold streaks. But when you go through those cold streaks, you have to find ways to stay productive.
Yeah, and the coach might be telling them to try to get to the line, earn some points on some freebies, because sometimes the free throw line can be your best friend when the shots aren't falling from the field.
Takes the three, drains it from downtown.
The all-time Division I leader in threes made. Mitchell is at home beyond the arc. Loves firing from this range.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Tiffany Mitchell. Pass to Dupree. Mitchell outside. From downtown. Out of bounds. It'll be Sun ball. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Joanna Bonner for three. Knocked away. Mitchell with it. She's against Bonner. Mitchell outside. The season's starting to take more shape now. Tim, we have a better idea of who the real championship contenders might be.
There's nothing like playing the game. We talked all offseason about who the favorites are, who we expect to see at the top of the standings. Now we're in the heart of the season. We see the contenders.
This is when you really look around the league, try to gauge the strengths, the weaknesses of each team. So if you are a top team, everyone else is drawing up ways to stop you.
From past the arc. Oh, count it!
The D has gotten a little lax with the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed coming from beyond the arc.
And that one's good. Heidemann.
Yeah, it's Thomas's unselfishness that fuels her team. She helps them play an exciting style at the offensive end.
The three from Kelsey Mitchell. And another three for Indiana.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Here's Jones. Gets to the rim for 2 with a D all over her.
A rugged competitor who never fears a challenge. Jones can finish despite contact.
Pass to Mitchell. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Joanna Bonner drives in, and it's good for 2.
Great teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
They're playing as one. 5 straight baskets resulting from assists.
Great team basketball.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Well, the transition to the WNBA is not easy. And just ask Jonquel Jones, who didn't play much her rookie season, but she still had an incredible second season in 2017, setting the WNBA record for rebounds in a season.
She made sure not to draw the foul. That was good perimeter D.
Such an intelligent defender, understands how to bother even the best shooters without getting too aggressive.
Right side, Wheeler. Mitchell. Wheeler. She's covered by Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dupree. And Jones pulls it down.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity. She fails to convert very often.
To the middle. Here's Dupree. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a 3-point play. First trip to the free throw line for her tonight.
Well, I know it's rare to see bigs shoot efficiently from the line, but Dupree is an expert at hitting free throws.
Jones misses. Over to the wing. To the paint. McCowan. That's in there. Tiffany Mitchell with the assist. And it's a tie ball game.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
And that one's good. Jones.
She is a coach's dream, guys. Absolutely tireless. Never gives in, never gives up. And that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
Out to the wing. Pass to McCowan. Back to Mitchell. And the layup falls.
That's a great job, really, to angle her body, shield the bigger player from the ball on her way to the basket.
And you have to know how to finish like that if you're going to take it down low. And she showed all the capabilities of doing so.
So a tie game. Welcome back. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Mitchell in this game, she's been everywhere.
How about her scoring in the first half? She's looked like a very different player today, an elite player.
Yeah, and she's been a pleasant surprise for them, that's for sure. She really hit on something that worked in those first 2 quarters.
Here's Jones. The kick out to Bonner. Rebounded by the Fever. Mitchell left side. To the left wing. Stolen by Jones. Here's Thomas. That shot missing. Now Indiana takes it the other way. Up top, Bonner. Pass to Jones. And here's Thomas. January. She's covered by Mitchell. There's the call on Jonquel Jones. That is her first foul of the game. So it's Indiana now.
Well, you look at the Indiana Fever, even though they've struggled lately, the franchise, it certainly is a successful one. Never really had long stretches of not being competitive. The team has shown they will not settle for being a bottom feeder in the league.
6 to shoot. Mitchell's shot's good.
She can be forgotten in their offense sometimes, but the D, you got to keep an eye on her still.
Bonner. She's covered by Mitchell. Back to Bonner. Lets it go from deep. And again, Connecticut no good. And the success you talked about with the Fever, it shows up in their playoff appearances.
Well, the Fever made the playoffs every year from 2005 to 2016, and that postseason streak is one of the longest in any American sport. And really, sustained success like that is really rare for any professional team.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum. Ugly start to the second half, missing their first score. They need to get on track. Well, this is the time to push it and try to extend the lead. They are looking determined.
Yeah, you love to make this kind of push in the third quarter and set yourself up well for crunch time.
Yeah, it's a big difference having a bigger lead going into the fourth.
So both teams changing it up here. Pass to Mosqueda Lewis. January. Here's Thomas. Mosqueda Lewis. Dupree covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock to halt the run. And she lays it up and in.
They got one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third quarter.
The Fever leading. Mitchell outside. Now here's Achanwa. And another basket for Indiana.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
And here the Sun. Here's Thomas. Tries again. And she takes it up and lays it in.
It's tough for defenders to neutralize Thomas's impact. She plays every game like it's her last, and I think you have to admire that if you're a fan of basketball or really sports in general.
And the Sun making a change here. Pass to Achanwa, and it's in.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Here's Heidemann. Here's Mosqueda Lewis. Shoots the 3. Achanwa pulls it in. Mitchell, right side. Achanwa. Soft touch off the glass.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get.
It just keeps increasing.
And that one's good. Heidemann.
The defender there in the vicinity, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
Well, you talk about the love of women's basketball in Connecticut. It just makes so much sense to have a team like the Sun in the state. The college program at Connecticut has paved the way for basketball in the Constitution state.
Outside Wheeler. Pass to Mavunga. That shot, no good. And Connecticut will go the other way with it. And for the most part, the Sun have found a good amount of success since the move to Connecticut.
Yeah, the team is still looking for their first WNBA title, though. And in Connecticut, I'll tell you, it's championship or bust when it comes to the hardwood. Fortunately, this Sun team is primed for success and are loaded with talent.
January can't get it to go. Indiana with the ball. They lead by 4. Back to Wheeler. Pass to Achanwa. Outside for Dupree. Indiana again missing. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot and will go to the line. That one on Wheeler. And she makes the first. And she makes both free throws. Here's Dupree. Yes, and a nice assist from Erica Wheeler.
A tough, knowledgeable player with good intangibles. Dupree's teammates are constantly picking her brain.
Timeout called the Sun. And Connecticut has possession. Jasmine Thomas into the lane. Can't connect from short range. Here's the Fever with the ball. Here's Dupree. The three won't fall. Up top, January. Covered by Vivians. Here's Jones. That one goes in.
The plan works perfectly that possession. Get it inside, get the high percentage shot.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Vivians, covered by January. Right side, Wheeler. Clock at 6. Dupree up top. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Sun.
They can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold on to it.
And I think that's probably what they'll do.
The shot by Mosqueda Lewis, no good. Victoria Vivians for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Back to January. Shoots from 14. Off the mark. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head into the fourth. The Fever on top, up 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
What a terrific, unselfish play. Could have tried to take it herself, but chose to set up her teammate. And what a setup it was.
Yeah, and as a 2 guard, she's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see her orchestrating for her teammates instead.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good.
Well, thus far, they managed to overcome an off game from her offensively.
Bonner, Dupree covering. Inside, Jones. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there. Natalie Achanwa picks one up.
With the 6'6" frame and indisputable talent, Jones has become a key cog to her team's success.
Indiana with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Mitchell, Bonner defending. Pass to Mitchell. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. To the left side wing. Fades away. Achanwa, good.
It looked pretty, but she doesn't need to use the fadeaway when she's that open.
It's good. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over 1 minute played. Down low. Goes back up. Pass to McCowan. Oh, draws the hard foul, and she'll head to the line.
You almost feel bad for the defender. I mean, slowing down McCowan in the paint is impossible once she gets the ball. Half the foul there. And when the topic of quality rebounders comes up, you got to start including Tiara McCowan in the conversation. Rebounding is an effort game, and she sure brings it every time she steps on the court.
18 feet out. A nice shot by Bonner.
Must be frustrating for the defender on Bonner. You must guard this part of the court, the in-between area.
To the inside. Achanwa. Chalk up 2 right there. Well, Brian, we know McCowan is a force on the glass, but what allows her to be so effective?
Well, she's adapted beautifully to the speed and physicality of the WNBA game because, let's be honest, it's not the same as college. She just has a sense for where the ball will bounce to, and that, to me, is called instincts.
Wheeler, good.
Very good half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
Yeah, their offense heating up, and anytime you shoot this well, you give yourself an excellent chance to win.
The Sun trailing. Bonner outside. There's the 3. Another shot. Jones misses.
Tough D on the inside.
Sure was. No easy access to the bucket when she's in the middle.
Here's McCowan. Great D that time from DeWanna Bonner. And here the Sun. Thomas, guarded by Wheeler. Pass to January. To the middle. Thomas. DeWanna Bonner for 3. That shot's good on the assist by Jasmine Thomas.
You can't give Bonner any time and a clean look. She will make you pay.
Mitchell outside. Back to Wheeler. Beyond the arc. The Sun pull it in.
Okay, look. I know she isn't having the best of games from the floor, but it hasn't seemed to hurt them. Back-to-back three-pointers for them. The defense is slacking off a little.
You've got to respect that 3, or you'll give up points in a hurry.
Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
Notice the squad was starting to wear down and called timeout to let them get their lungs back.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Jonquel Jones.
Hey, she may have missed a couple of shots, but it's been few and far between. The team is running sets for her, getting her the ball where she can operate. Love the play calling of this team.
The 3 from Kelsey Mitchell. Again, the miss by the Fever. Pass to Thomas. To the paint. Bonner with it. Guarded by Wheeler. Yep, that goes.
Big time by Bonner. She's won a couple of titles. She's been in these situations.
Indiana trailing. Now Mitchell. And stolen by DeWanna Bonner. The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
Stays even-keeled no matter what's going on in the game. Thomas shoulders the load when her team needs her.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. And they double up Kelsey Mitchell. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? Shoots over January. Oh, hammered. Wow. She'll go to the line. That's on Breon January.
You know, once she gets a step on you, Mitchell uses her body well to get to the line. Hard to stop the crafty lefty.
He's the player you want at the charity stripe in that situation. I got no doubt about that.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
An all-star in just her second WNBA season. Jones is one of many bright spots in the league.
So she gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And that makes it a 2-possession game. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
And stolen by DeWanna Bonner. Here's Jones. Pass to Thomas. Here's January. Defended by Achanwa. Bonner, good.
She isn't a real elite three-point shooter, but Bonner hitting shots like that, it changes how the D plays. They have to respect that and come out every now and then.
On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Great call having Mitchell take the shot during key moments. You want someone like her with the ball. Why? She can beat you many ways.
Here's Jones. Down low. Thomas outside. 5 on the clock. Thomas, no good.
Well, got it in close, but credit the tight defense for forcing the miss.
Defense like that ups the degree of difficulty on that shot by about what? I'd say 300%?
308% maybe.
Okay, I like that.
And she cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
4th pick in the 2014 WNBA draft. Thomas actually came to the Sun in a draft day trade.
Nails it.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a little bit here.
Probably a smart move. Be calm, be patient.
DeWanna Bonner for 3. That's in there. Alyssa Thomas with the assist.
That just adds to what's probably already an insurmountable lead. I think they'll be leaving here with a win.
Yeah, hard to imagine any other outcome than the one that's staring us right in the face.
Timeout called the Fever. And what do you guys think?